Alright, welcome to the second video of learning of core Java programming, right? So I hope that you have got the first video in which I have shown you that how to install JDK, how to install IDE, and how to set up the whole things, right? So now you are ready to go one step more, right? So here I'm going to cover basics in this video, especially. So the introduction you might have read somewhere, right? The first program, I have already shown you how to write first program in Java, but I'll show you here too. And then Java comments, talking about Java comments, variables, primitive operators, increment, decrement settings, and end user input. And these things will cover up here, right? So what I recommend you just have to do what I'm doing in onto your IDE, right? So which is your editor, you can say, right? So you have to go there and do. Yeah, let's open this group. This project. Okay, let's open. Let's create a new project here. So once you click over here, you will find that I've told you about this, right? So it automatically senses your IDK, sorry, SDK. Just click next here. Create project template. Next, and right here just say that the learning Java, right? So once you give this learning Java, right, and the package name, if you leave this package name right now. All right. So you will find that something like this. This main program, this is actually a driver program. And if you have to look at directory, you will find these directories available. And actually, you will see that this is the main program. So this is main.java file, right? And if I have to, okay, let me show you the first program that every programmers write or tell you how to write, right? So this is your first program, right? And now the best thing about IDE is the thing that you are using for development. You don't have to write extra code like this. So it automatically includes some codes, right? So just run this code. You can click over here. By clicking here, you will run your code. Right. So you can see this hello world, right? If I have to just modify this code and have to run again, then you don't need to go over there. Just click here. Run. And why I'm telling you this when you are writing the code, so you don't need to just close this again and again. Just do a little bit modification. Just run from over here, right? So there is an option here. System down. Okay, this is actually taking time, so you don't have need to worry about it. And once it's done, so you'll see the hello solid, right? Alright, let's move to the next step. which is doing the basic thing that I have to cover here. So what I tell you, just click over here, right? Yes, left click and just come here, package, right? And give the package name as see basics, right? Only basics. So now you see that there is another folder, right? Basics. And if you left click or right click, sorry, over this, so you will see the options, and here you give Java class. And Java class, just create a class basic Java. Right? Right. So as I've told you that every program need a main function, right? So without that you cannot run your program. So here we have to create a public static void main strings. Creation error. So if you go there, it's not strings, it's a string argument. S dot out about Java. So as you can see that we have written 3 lines of code, right? So public static void main, this is the main function. This is necessary in every program, right? So if you're writing a proper program and want to run that program, so you must have the main function, right? And keep in mind that this is going to be small, right? So if you're preparing some exams, like if you go somewhere for exams, so they might ask you questions like that. So this is the driver function, right? And what is going over there? Why system.out.println, right? So you don't need to worry about this. I'll be telling you a whole thing, right? So this is the easiest. Once you get the concept of these things, it will be easier for you to understand the whole thing, right? So yeah, I've shown you the how to run the program, right? So you don't need to worry about this. The next thing that we have to cover up is the comments, right? So how to write comments? So there are 3 ways. If you look at the document, you'll find that there are 3 ways. This is the first way of commenting. Or you can use this comment over here, like this. Print hello Java, right? So this is the comment. And what actually comment is getting ignored by the compiler, right? So compiler don't assume these values, and or you can say that this will completely ignore these values, right? So this is the first way of writing comment. Or if you want to make a comment like this, you want to just off the your whole code, 1 line of code, so you can do this way, right? And you can use this different solid. And if I run this, if you can see that the string and argument, just run the main function here. So you see that the hello solid, right, over here. So that's how comment works. So you now you seeing that there is a 1 line extra is written over here, right? So but I've commented this, right? So now this will going to not take place into your program. And the second type of commenting is this way. You can use this way, right? Suppose if you are okay, right here, this comment. This is the main function, right? Or driver function, right? So now why basically comments are written? The comments are written just to understand that what actually the line of code is doing, right? Or the function is doing that you have made. So that's why comments are written. If any technical person or the person who is not programmer, so he's able to understand that what is going over there. But don't worry, I don't recommend you that you write comments everywhere, right? So because I'll telling you the history or the story behind it later. And if you run the programs again, so you see that again, whole thing is right, right? So this is the first way. This is the way of commenting, and there is another type of comment that people or programmers usually make is like this. Might be seeing somewhere in programs, right? So this is the comment of for the documentation. So sometimes when softwares are written, so they used to do documentation, right? So documentation comment. This is the documentation comment, right? And what actually contains the author name, author name, author name, and date, or you can introduce copyright thing, right? Copyright, and and whatever your program is doing, you can fill up the whole thing, right? So this is the document comments are usually written over the first top of the code, right? So top of the things. So this is actually the document. So I hope you understand about the comment, right? So let's move one step further, move this whole thing, or keep this, right? So okay, let's make some comment. Author name Saleh, and we have to put the date. So you have to put just today's date, September 12, 2019, and the copyright is one thing, right? So you can use copyright. All right. So after writing the whole comment, now we have to move to the next step, which is the variables. So what is variable? So in mathematics, or if you have known the class, you might have seen that x plus y, right? So x plus y are the actually kind of placeholders that contain some values, right? So similarly, programming also has some variables, some kind of variable, right? So define the variables. So what it does, it actually it creates a container in your memory, right? Suppose this is the memory, right? And if you created the variable x, so this is going to be x, right? And now, if you want to put something, so this is equal to 5, for example, if you say, so the 5 is going to store over here. And if you want to access that 5, just use x, right? So that's the use of variable, right? So if you are not understanding this basic concept, and if you are interested in learning more, going deep into programming, you can use programming methodology I have written over there. But I recommend you don't go anywhere. Just stay here and practicing the thing, because if you practice more, then you'll be learning more. Okay? So, for example, let's say, let's remove this line here and make a comment here like this. Variable. So I'm telling you here variable. Suppose I want to print my name, right? So this is a string, and the variable is going to be like name over here. So now you have actually declared the declaration of variable, right? So this is called a declaration of variable. Now the next thing that you need to do is you have to assign some values. So the assignment, this is the assignment operator, right? So you must have another assignment operator equal. Let's go to solid. And one thing that you always have to remember that after completion of the each statement, you have to use the semicolon. If you forget the semicolon, so it will be really, really messy for you to run your program, hard for you to run your program. So always remember it. S dot out. So this is S dot out is like a shortcut, right? And just put name here. So now if you run the code, so you will see that name, right? So this is the variable, right? Or you can create more kinds of variable like suppose you want to create integer type, right? So some value is integer x is equal to 2. You can assign this way too, right? So this is also a way of writing or assignment, same thing. Declaration of variable, this is the assignment of variable, assignment of variable. So I'm assigning some value to the variable. And this part is actually, if you look at it, this is the first you have declared the variable and then you are assigning some value in the same line, right? So it's saying that x is an integer type which will going to hold the value 2, which is an integer value, right? So you can print this s not out x. Right? So once you click over here, so you'll see that you have printed the value 2, right? So that's how we have finished up the variables. Now the next thing is primitive operators, and operators are basically in mathematics we have actually many kind of operators, right? Like arithmetic operators, right? So arithmetic operators we know that the plus, minus, division, modulo operator. This is modulo operator, right? Not a division operator. And this is a division operator. And this is okay. So these are the arithmetic operators. This is arithmetic operator. And some other kinds of operator like logical operator, right? So we have a logical operator. The logical operators are like if you know that and or not, right? And so on. There are so many operators bitwise, or but the basics are and or not, right? So and is actually written this way or written this way. Not so that explanation sign. Not going to deep right about these things, but I'll be demonstrating these things into some other videos. And I hope that you must be knowing about these basic things because if you learn the basics of mathematics, you must be knowing into your Boolean algebra about logical operator, right? So let's come here, your IDE, right? And this here is the whole thing. So we have to write a program to add two numbers, right? I have two numbers. So what we need to do is we can call it algorithm for this. Algorithm. So algorithm is a step-by-step writing a program. So the first step is going to be like initialize some values, take values. 3 is going to be sum of sum those values, sum 4 print the values, right? So you can see it here. First we have to initialize some values, taking some values, then adding up those values and then printing those values, right? So first initialize, suppose we have two variables x and y, right? So let's say x is equal to 5 and y is equal to 8, right? So we have to add these values and initialize another variable here. Let's say the sum. So sum is going to be x plus y. Now s dot out print sum. And let's say that let's look at the result. You can see the result here is going to be 13, right? So this is your result. So what we have done, first we have initialized the values and then we have the plus arithmetic operator, right? And now your task is to do uh, minus, to division, right? Subtraction and multiplication. Now you have to do it by your own, right? And print those values. This is your assignment, right? So now let's move to the next part. All right. So this is about the arithmetic operator, right? So we have given you the assignment, right? So you must have completed that assignment. Now, moving to the next part that we have is increment and decrement operator. Usually, actually, suppose if you want to increment the value of x, right? So let's say x is equal to, sorry, x is equal to 5 plus 1, right? Or you would do it something like this, x plus 1, right? And then as out x, right? So this will increment the one value, right? So there is one special kind of operator is available that you can use for incrementing the values, which is this. Sorry, which is this operator, right? So by this way, actually you are incrementing the value x, right? Actually, let's do some experiment over here. Remove this. Now, so remove this. So x is equal to 5. And what we need to do is we just have to print the value s out, sorry, next, right? And now if we do this s out, right? And what we use this, actually both are available in Java. So this is post increment and pre increment, and I'm not going into details how these things work, right? but just have the idea, right? And by researching, you will be able to know about these things because it is not something that I have to tell you. So you can see that the value of x, this is the post increment and this is the pre increment, right? So the pre increment work actually when one value gets evaluated and then there is a requirement of next value. So that's how these things work. So actually it has particular use when you're writing some loopings, right? So and in that case you will be using this. So same way the decrement operator works, right? So you can use this. Right, so basically I have to tell you that this is increment or this is also increment and this is decrement operator and both things are post increment, post increment, pre increment, post decrement, pre decrement, right? So this decrease the value by one, right? Just keep have one. The next thing is string. So I've told you, I've shown you already that how to print this string, right? So this is the string. Suppose the name, right? So name is equal to Sisale, right? And that's how it's string. So you can print this x name. And if I have to explain the string is actually some kind of class in Java available. So you can think of this string as a character of array, like this, right? Suppose you write hello, right? So what happens is this is H L L L O, right? So that's how it's getting stored. So it's a character, right? You can say like arrays of characters, right? And how to know that this string is going to be finished up? So there is one another operator which is end operator, right? So or end operator. So the zero slash, right? So this indicates that this string is going to be end, right? So this is how a string hello is stored in string value, right? And I'm not going to data structure because this is way too lengthy to explain these things. But this is how the memory representation is. So H E L L O, and then this operator is used actually to stop the string that okay not move further, right? And to print any string, what we do is we actually okay we'll look into these things later. It's beyond the scope of basics. Alright, so this is string, and then the one thing more that we have to learn. Suppose we are doing the whole thing by hard coding, right? So by giving the but what if I have to take the value from the user, right? And we have to take the value from the uh, uh, your client, or you can say that from the keyboard, right? So in that case, we have to use scan the input, right? Scanning input. So there are many ways. One way is you can use the scanner, right? The scanner is a class available, and you have to create the output. You have to create actually input, which is a kind of object. You can say that scanner system dot. Alright, so actually we have to use new keyword here because we are going to create a new object, and this is system dot input, right? So scanner is a class. Okay, just know that how to take input, right? Don't worry about it. You will understand later when you keep practicing and how to take input. When you keep practicing, you will know about input. Or you say that and okay, first you have to define the and suppose this is the variable, the x, right? And we have to take the input like x is equal to input. Basically, these many methods are available. So if you have to take the integers, you have to do next int, you have to use this method, right? And use this method. So there are so many methods are available. So we have to say next int. We have to find x here. Input. Next, yeah, you can see it here. Next int, right? So we take and after taking that, we have to print the external value of x, right? So, okay, let's erase this whole thing. You can find these things into documentation, right? So you can, okay, we are actually referring to basics, so don't worry about it, just ignore it. So here you see that the input dot next int, right? And if you run the program, so you'll see that the cursor is stopped here. So just if you give 3 and put enter, so you will see 3 is getting printed here. So how to take input, again, you have to understand it. So we are using a scanner. This is a class name. I'm creating a new object here, right? And you see, you have to use that object and use the method which are associated with this object. So there is an integer, and you can take the character, you can take the string, or you want. Some there are some specific defined values I have shown you, and then you have to use system dot out dot println x, right? Now, so this is the basic thing. I hope you understand, right? And now, what you have to do? You have to practice lots of things, and now you have to start doing the things. And these things are enough for writing the programs like adding. Okay, I'm giving you an assignment here. Write a program with the with marks of five subjects, and print the average, right? So you have to write a program which takes 5 marks, marks of 5 subjects, right? And print the average of that average result, right? Now you might say that the how to print average, right? Okay, there is no foundation. You just have to take take some values, right? 5 values, which is integer or whatever you like, and then find the average and print it. So you write a program which takes 5 marks of 5 subjects and print the average result. So you have to do it by your own. And if you don't understand, just let me know, or I will show you how to do it. Okay, let's do this one. So how do they do this? It is whole thing, not whole thing, just this one. So first thing is you have to define the value, right? Um, x1, x2, x3, x4, x5. So actually, one thing is the programmers also remember what they are naming the variables. This is also very important. And here I'm considering that you have no idea about programming, just wanted to learn the programming. Right? So now it's like the scanner class, right? As a tool input. This could be named anything, right? I'm naming it as input. So this is an object, and I'm telling you what is object, what other things later. So scanner input system. Okay, system. Dot. And after that, you use x1 is equal to x1 dot next. Sorry. Okay, we have to do input, not next input the method. So blah. Okay, just it had 3 subjects, so it will be easy for you. Right, so this is one. Just copy it here. I'm sorry. X2 input dot max in x3 input dot max in. Now what you have to do is average. Right? So define a variable the average here. So average is equal to that x1 plus x2 plus x3 and by 3. This is how you find the average. This is the logical part. Start now. Average. So if you run this, so have to give 45, 34, 32. So you can see the average is going to be 93, right? And one thing more is if you want to make the program more user efficient, right? So you can put a prompt, right? Like this. So the prompt will be something like this. So suppose string and you want to put some prompt, right? Say value of, right? So just put here prompt. Well, I'll tell you about it this in the next video how this works. So thanks for watching, and we'll meet you in the next video with some interesting facts. And don't go anywhere. I have to tell you or solve more examples over these basic things, right? So thanks for watching. See you.